what's up everybody? Welcome back to Kamloops Country Living, the weekly video series. Today we're going to talk about how to price your home. Stay tuned. Hey, what's up everybody? I'm Labrie Borthasol. I'm a realtor with EXP here in Kamloops, talking about all things Kamloops Country Living. So today we're going to talk about asking prices of homes. So if you're one of the 99% of people who starts their home search on the internet, you're probably looking at prices and wondering how the realtor or how the seller even came up with that number. It might seem really high, it might seem really low, it might seem totally arbitrary, like have a 3 at the end of it or something. So today we're going to talk about what are the 5 things that go into making that decision, so stay tuned. So when you're thinking about the best way to price your home, and a realtor can really help with this, by the way, but if you're looking at pricing your home, the best way to do that is looking at recent sales. So this can be challenging because sometimes there's really no apples to apples comparison. Sometimes it's pretty hard to find a house that really matches your criteria that sold in the recent history. So you really want to look for a few key factors. So number 1 being location. So when you're thinking about the location to find a home to compare, a sale to compare to the price of your home, the location is key. So if you can find your specific neighborhood, it's got to be in your town for sure. It's got to be in your neighborhood if at all possible. And it should really even be on your street or in your, in your square kilometer, square mile, if at all possible. So that's kind of number 1, is keeping in mind the location. So even from street to street can kind of vary in terms of what to price your home at. Number 2, so the second thing you want to look at when you're pricing your home is that recent sale. How recent was it? As close to the current market conditions as possible is what you want to keep in mind. So, within the last 6 months is really key. You can go back 12 months, but again, 6 months is better, as close to that season as possible. So if you're looking at June and the most recent comparable sale was in December, there might be other conditions that affected that sale in December, considering that month is a little bit slower than June, for example. Number 3 thing you want to look at is the architectural style of your home and the comparable properties. So if your home's a rancher or a 2-story or anything like that, you want to compare it to other ranchers or 2-stories or bungalows that are like yours. Same thing goes for bedrooms and bathrooms. You want to keep the number of bedrooms and the number of bathrooms as close together as possible. That definitely affects price. A 5-bed, 3-bath is going to price differently than a 2-bed, 1-bath, which just kind of goes without saying. And as well, your square footage. Square footage is key too. So a lot of times they'll factor in price per square foot. So, if you can't find a close comparison, price per square foot in your neighborhood could be helpful for sure. Age of the home. Comparing something that was built in the 20s is not fair to compare it to something that was built in the 90s. And then as well, the other basics. So do you have a pool? Other amenities? Is it strata complex? Is it not? All these things keep in mind when you are comparing your home to others. Number 4 thing to keep in mind when you're pricing your home is the bells and whistles, the features and upgrades. So some things have been really flashy, like new flooring, an updated kitchen, and then, an in-ground pool in the backyard. And then other less flashy things also can affect price though, a new roof, a new HVAC system, new furnace, washer, dryer, etc. Those can bring the price of your home up a little bit for sure. And then as well, you just want to be sure to look for similar bells and whistles in your home compared to the comparables. And number 5, you want to look at the type of sale of the comparison properties. So if it was a foreclosure or if it spent significant days on market and sold for quite a bit less than the asking price, that's going to be an important thing to know and something your realtor can definitely tell you. So keep in mind that foreclosures and other sort of atypical types of sales, they're going to sell for a different price, typically lower than your average general sale.